Let me get this straight. Chelsea are pushing for the deal, Dortmund have set the fee, and now Mino Raiola wants it done this year. There is a big reason why he wants to get it done this year. 33 million big reasons. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View. Yes guys, we hit 10k and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It feels amazing. It feels absolutely amazing. So from the jump, thank you very much. 10,000 subscribers is mental. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. 20k, here we come by the end of the year. That's enough with the plugs. Let's get into what we're gonna cover in this video. Number one, FIFA released a brand new initiative that is gonna be active from next year, meaning agents only get 10% of payments. I will explain what that means and why this, in my opinion, impacts the Haaland deal 100%. Number two, we're gonna go over whatever we can of the Peterborough versus Chelsea 6-1 triumph, where your boy and my boy Hakim Ziyech got a hat-trick. Raw. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna say what it means for Hakim. Broja gets a new contract. We're going to talk about what that means for the club and potentially for him. And finally, there's a new rumor about, and I saw this and I was like, whoa, this is very interesting. Everyone knows Kingsley Coman is not signing a new deal at Bayern Munich. Could there be a potential swap between Kingsley and Callum Hudson-Odoi? Very interesting. We're going to start with the one and only Erling Haaland. I am sick and tired of this, but we have to cover it. Look, it's the biggest story going around. Everyone wants to look about it, and everyone always asking me questions. For me, the big factor here is Chelsea, if they're willing to pay the money. Dortmund have set 175 million euros as the... You want him, come get him. But the Erling Haaland camp will want to get this deal now. And the reason they want to get this deal done now is because Mino Raiola is his agent and his father is his second agent. FIFA now have released a new regulation to limit what agents earn. Because one of the things that they're seeing is football is making a lot of money and a lot of this money is leaving the game. So it's going into agents' pockets and agents are reinvesting it in other aspects, not into football. So for Chelsea, like, I'm going to put this the simplest way for you. If Chelsea buy Haaland this year, Mino Raiola is demanding somewhere near 40 million euros. That's what he is demanding. Next year, it doesn't matter what he demands. The highest he can get is 10% of the whole transfer fee. Chelsea's transfer fee next year would be 75 million euros. But obviously, we know there are other competitors. So 10% of 75 million euros, for all you math wizards there that can't do it, is 7.5 million. There's a big jump. You understand why Haaland's camp want to get the deal done now? Do you understand what I mean? Yes, Haaland could most probably potentially secure more wage, but the fees to his father, the fees to Raiola, diminish drastically. Like, it is crazy how much these fees go down. Imagine, 40 million euros comes down to 7.5 million euros. It's drastic, and for me, if the deal happens, it'll be because Chelsea push it through with the camp from Haaland. We had a pre-season game yesterday, but little did I know, because we couldn't watch the game. Absolutely couldn't watch the game. It's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. What is the point of having Chelsea TV if we can't watch this game? Chelsea, we love you. We want to watch meaningless games of you. Please, just give us the games, man. For crying out loud, I wanted to watch that game. And look, everyone got 45 minutes, and Hakim Ziyech pulled out and got himself 3 goals in the second half when he came on. For me, that is very telling about, can Hakim become the guy that puts numbers on the board? That's always my criticism of him. Look, I don't underestimate what he can do with his left peg. I don't underestimate his ability. I just wonder, can he give us consistent numbers? That's what I ask for. If Hakim gets us 15 goals and 15 assists, I will be over the moon. I'll never complain one word about him, because I know how talented the player is. Broja ended up getting on the score sheet. Christian Pulisic got on the score sheet. And it was a good performance all round. It was a 6-1 win. Look, the result isn't much to take away from, but the defense isn't much to take away from. We had Malang Sarr, Trevor Chalobah, a bunch of players playing that most probably aren't going to be Chelsea tops next year. But the attacking aspects was interesting, and it was nice to see that Callum Hudson-Odoi got a run out, Pulisic got a run out, Ziyech got to run out, because they need to be raring to go when the season starts. We got a tough run, and for me, a 6-1 win is important, and Hakim getting a hat-trick is even more important. Shout out to Charlie Masunda, because my man got on the pitch as well. Masunda got on the pitch, played 45 minutes, didn't get injured, and is his first bit of football in nearly 2.5 years. Let that sink in. This guy recovered from the unthinkable, and now he's raring to go. Hopefully he builds up his stamina, builds up his fitness, trust in his body, and I wouldn't mind having him at Chelsea next season. I'm not gonna lie. But moving on to positive news, and very, very positive news. Our Albanian striker, the bad boy up front who doesn't take touches, just buries stuff, finishes left, right and centre, has signed a new deal. 19-year-old Broha has signed a 5-year deal. It is confirmed as of this minute I'm recording my video. I saw a picture drop of him holding the top with Marina. He has confirmed this deal, and this deal is great news for Chelsea. He's very talented. He's a clinical scorer. He's not the best at building up play. He's not going to be the one that drops deep and like wants to link up play. But he can get goals, and that's what Chelsea need at this moment in time. And the likelihood is he's going to be staying. Giroud has left the club. It looks like Tammy's leaving. He's going to be either second or third choice at the club. Preferably third choice when Haaland comes in, with Havertz being second choice as a backup just in case we need a striker. But Broha playing the cup games, I think he'll learn a lot. It tells me a lot about his mentality. And this is it. This tells me a lot about the man and who he is. A lot of people run away from the idea that Haaland's coming in. Bruh, I want to play, I don't want to compete with Haaland, or I don't want to compete with whoever Chelsea sign. He understands, when I play for a club like Chelsea, this is what happens. And he signed the deal, he's ready to fight, he understands the opportunity he has, and I love it. I'm not going to lie to you. For me, it's very exciting. It's something I want to see from my young crop of talent. So, moving on to the more sadder news that I keep hearing and it's really frustrating me, let's get into Hudson-Odoi. You guys know what I preach. I preach it all the time. There's no smoke without fire. If there's rumours, it means someone somewhere is talking about it. And there is relentless rumours about Hudson-Odoi leaving the club. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. It really frustrates me because I think he's talented and I think he's class A. Like, he's absolutely fantastic. Problem is here, Mr. Kingsley Coman is asking for 160 to 190k a week at Bayern Munich, and Bayern aren't paying. Just the reason they let David Alaba go, they gave him an offer and he rejected it. He went on to get more money somewhere else. Kingsley Coman, a man that's won 9 league titles, has now almost said to Bayern, pay me or I will be leaving for free. So Bayern apparently are a little planting the seeds. Oh, listen, Chelsea, you know what? Kingsley's a very good player, which he is. But, you know, we can swap him with Mr. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Huh? Why? Why? Leave Callum alone, bruv. He's our player. He's not your player. I've had enough of you lot being nosy with our boy. It's so frustrating. Leave him alone. He's a Chelsea player. He wants to play for Chelsea. Hopefully Tuchel gives him some game time. I want him to stay. I don't want to see him in Germany. I want him playing for Chelsea. No one else. It's so frustrating. Because with Kingsley Coman, I know he's talented. He's a very good player. But he's got injury problems. And the wages are mad. I don't care about the wages. He's got injury problems. And I want Callum to be successful at the club. I'm biased. I'm very biased when it comes to that. If we were linked with Kingsley on the side with just cash, I'll be like, you know what, he's a good player, add something to the value. But when you start including my boy in the transfers, I get annoyed, I get vexed. It's jarring. I don't like it. Can we fix this and stop it? But it is what it is, guys. I hope you lot enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as entertaining as possible. I tried to keep it as informative. And one more thing. Thank you very much for the 10k. Like, you don't understand how much it means to me. Like, the fact that I have 10,000 people that watched this video and said, you know what? You're worth me hitting that subscribe button, and I will potentially every now and then watch your videos. And for me, it's heartwarming, man. Like, when I started this 2.5 years ago, initially I was terrible at YouTubing. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't editing my videos. I was recording on Snapchat. And then it grew, and you know, a lot of people started watching, and it got up to a stage where it was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm actually decent at this. Let me invest. Got myself a fancy little ring light, got myself a camera, and it just took off from there, man. Like, now I'm at 10k, and it's growing without me having to try too hard, which means something's going right. It means you guys like me on camera. It means you guys like me for me. Like, I'm being me. I don't alter my views. And if you don't like it, I don't care, because I'm not going to change. And you can comment all you want. I reply to most people anyway. Like, unless you're disrespectful, then I just remove your comments. But it is what it is. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all your help. I really appreciate all your support. A lot of people have helped me throughout the journey, and I'm not going to give you guys a dying accreditation. One day that will happen in it. But for now, you all know who you are in it. So peace out. I'm out.